we're going to do a skirt. You can do a skirt, pair of pants, any garment that you like elastic in. A triple roll of elastic, so we're going to encase the elastic 3 times. So that means this will finish 1.5 inches wide. And it's just more strength when you do 3 rows instead of 1, and it helps it to retain its shape. So we set up a grid. So my elastic is 1/2 inch wide, so I want to set up a grid 5/8 of an inch. So I'll take my ruler and line it up on the machine at 5/8, and I'll mark my first line at 5/8. Then my second line I'll mark at 1.25 inches, and then my third line at 1 7/8 inches. My first line I would stitch 5/8, 5/8 again, 5/8 again, and that'll give me my 3 rows. So this I measured 2 inches wide. I serged for a finish, so you would finish right along the serging stitch, or if you like, you could take and turn it under and then stitch right along the edge. So whichever kind of finish you want is up to you. So it's strength in doing more than 2 rows, but the maximum is 3. So 2 rows or 3. Sometimes they have 2 rows and then leave the top undone, and then it make like a little decorative finish, like a little ruffle at the top. So I want to start on my seam allowance, and I want to end on my seam allowance. That's going to give me room to put my safety pin and pull my elastic through. So I did 2 rows already. So I'm on my last row, which is going to take me over here to the last line of my grid. So this would be my first one, 5/8. This would be my second one at 5/8, which would be 1.25 inches. This would be my third and my last at 1 7/8 inches. It's going to take me just above my serger stitch. And like I said, if you like, you can take this stitch and turn it under if you like, and sew it with that turn thumb. It's just up to you. So we're going to go ahead and stitch this. And then you can see that I used different color thread to add another little decorative element. And then I used that same color thread to hem the bottom of my skirt. Super easy and fast. Just keep your eye on the stitch on your guide. That's your guide for keeping all your casings exactly the same width. Just like 1/8 of an inch bigger than the elastic. Then you know it's going to fit perfect. So here when I get to the last back stitch, I'm going to take a safety pin to pull it through. Always trim all the threads while you're sewing. It's less work later on. So I have a big safety pin. I'm going to go all the way up to my top roll and do it first. Work it through. And since it's a little wider, it's easier to pull through, and you want to make sure you don't let it roll while you're pulling it through, else you're going to catch it later. So at the end of this, what I'm going to do is take a pin and pin it so it don't pop through, because my elastic, I forgot to tell you, you want to cut your elastic exactly the width of your waist, no extra, and then we're going to let it overlap about 1 inch. So you'll have a good hug around the body. Not too loose, not too tight. So we push this all the way through. This skirt, at least if you're going to make a Derner skirt with elastic, has to be the width of your hips. Plus a little ease. Simple, simple, easy. Cute to bake. You do it for little kids. Super fast. Matter of fact, this is a great kids sewing project. So I'm making sure that my elastic stays flat. So you do the top roll first. I'm going to show you how to close it up. Now when you're sewing on the machine, it's a good idea to have a ballpoint needle. The needle really don't want to sew this elastic if it's a regular needle. The stitches will pop, pop, pop like crazy. You're going to have some problems, so put a ballpoint needle in. Always a ballpoint needle when you're sewing nips, anything that's stretched. Make sure it's flat. We want to take these two and line them up on top of each other like that and stitch it in a square. So stitch the perimeter. On the back stitch, stitch it around. Back stitch and lock it, and then just stretch it. Let it slide all the way through. Let it get popped up in place. And then do the next for the next roll and then the next roll, and you're gonna have a really, really nice, cute finish once you get all your rolls of elastic in. So triple elastic, sew like a pro, and when you finish, then go back and cover up each of those, close all those up, else you had that ugly little gap right there. Sew like a pro.